What is the quote for the American Revolution? What is the big fuss quote for the American Revolution? Good. Come on, come on, come on. Natalie. On your whiteboard, give me the big quote for the French Revolution. Ugh. Looking right at you, Matthew. That scoff was for you. Julia's killing it, by the way. Step up your game, people. What is it, Julia?
Liberty, equality, and fraternity.
Yes, what a male thing. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is it called when we believe that the king serves the people and not the people serve the king? What do we call it when the king serves the people and the people, not the people serve the king? What is it called? What do we got, Garrett?
Popular sovereignty.
Popular sovereignty. Some of you better step up your game because I've already covered this stuff and I'm going to add 10,000 more pieces of knowledge and a ton of names today. So, looking rough. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the representative body of France pre-French Revolution? It has 3 votes. It has 3 tiers. Does not go well for the people, hence why they rebel. Lily. A States General. On your whiteboard, when the French Revolution occurs, what is the name of the legislative body and representative legislative body called? So it happens to be what it's called today. Good. Catherine, what is it?
National Assembly.
National Assembly. During the Reign of Terror, what is the name of the government that Robespierre creates? Good. Camden. Directory. During Napoleon, when he first rises to power, him and his best buddy create what government that he eventually overthrows? Timmy? Consulate. On your whiteboard, please tell me who becomes Emperor of France in 1802. Okay, this is the only exception to the last name game. You can always just write this name. What is it, Abby? Gabby? Napoleon. On your whiteboard, please tell me what guarantees the rights of all men. What is the first document that guarantees the rights of all men? Good. I got a lot of wrong answers here. What is it? But not my girl, Julia. She does not get phased. What is it, Julia? Napoleonic Code. Declaration of Rights and Citizen only gives it to white people. It's a Napoleonic Code that gives it to all people of all ethnicities in France. Men, of course, women. In France, they don't get it till 1908. So, let's keep that in check here. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is, give me 2 causes of the American Revolution. Good. What do we got, Georgia? There you go. On your whiteboard. Nope, we're going. All right, here we go. So, you need to know that we left off with Napoleon conquering Europe, correct? This time period is called the Napoleonic Wars. Who can raise their hand and tell me, why do the French people love Napoleon? They still love Napoleon. They have a huge site in France that I'll be seeing this summer for the first time in my life. Sorry, that's more of a me thing than you thing, unless you're coming with me. What do you got, Will?
You gave France a good reputation again.
Why?
Because he was going around conquering other territories.
Absolutely. The people of France have egos. They don't want to look like they're lost, confused, dazed, or anything like that. So, Napoleon's wars are very highly supported. What is the downfall of Napoleon's wars? Who can raise your hand and tell me? What do we got, Henry? Invading Russia. So, what's going to happen? Napoleon is going to be waging wars. Now, if the country of France is waging wars, do you think they're keeping an eye on their colonies? No. So the colonies are going to be like, coast is clear. Let's do this. So, the first colony to rebel is Haiti. The first colony to rebel is Haiti. What language do they speak in Haiti today? Camden.
French Creole.
French Creole, which means who's their colonial power?
France.
France. 95% of the time. If you think about the language, the common language today, that's going to tell you who the colonial power is. So, it is the only successful slave revolt in history. Now, here in the United States, we had an almost successful one. Do we know what it was called? You know what it's called, Ian?
It was a farmer.
No, that's not a slave revolt. That was white people. White people have been having revolts all the damn time. But there's only one successful, almost successful one. It's the Nate Turner Rebellion. No, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so it's on the island of Hispaniola. You need to know it goes by two names. You need to know it's the Haitian Revolution and the San Domingo Revolution. It has two names. Make sure you know. The Haitian Revolution is what they call it after they win. Santo Domingo is what they call it before the revolution. That's the name of the French colony. Okay, so the Napoleonic Wars are waging in Europe. It's costing a lot of money, taking up a lot of soldiers. France is completely distracted. So the people on the island of Haiti are going to revolt during a time of weakness for the French and their colonial power. So please keep in mind, last week, I'm pretty sure, right? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. The news cycle goes so fast. Our president said that Haiti in Africa is a shithole. Do you remember that comment? Whether you like him or not, we can all agree he said it, yes? With that being said, let me educate you on why Haiti is a shithole, as our president said. The reason is because when Haiti rebels and overthrows the French in 1804 completely, do you think the French government are going to be thrilled that their wealthiest colonial colony is now gone? Which is the largest external and foreign supporter of France is now gone. They're going to be happy or they're going to be pissed? Pissed. So what the French do is that they say to Haiti, no one will buy your stuff ever again. So, who is the United States BFF with? Why is the USF BFFs with France, Lily?
Because France always steps in when the U.S. is in war with British because the French hate British.
Yes, the American Revolution. So, the French say, if you want to trade with France, you will not trade with Haiti. They turn to the United States and they will say, you will not trade with Haiti. And the United States says, aye, aye, Captain, thanks for helping us in the American Revolution. Any friend of the United States does not trade with Haiti until 1989. 1989. So no European power, no American power, no Central American power, no Caribbean. No one is trading with Haiti. How is that going to work for their economy? So when we talk about Haiti today in 2018, is the United States a major reason why Haiti's is a shithole, in the words of our president, of course. If he can say it, I can say it, I guess, right? Yes, it is directly part of the United States. We are going to keep our trade embargo for a very long time against Haiti because we're trying to be loyal to France. So, when you hear comments against Haiti, please understand the United States plays a massive role in that. Can we agree? So, don't be naive. All right, off my soapbox. Here we go. Okay, so Haiti is going to revolt. It's important that you understand there's only 40,000 white people on the island. There's 500,000 slaves. That doesn't include the 28,000 of free people of color or freed slaves on the island. Who is completely outnumbered?
The whites.
White people are completely outnumbered. So, the French military is distracted with the Napoleonic Wars. There's not that many white people. It is the perfect time to start killing some white people and taking their island back, correct? So they lead a revolt. And the guy who leads the revolt is going to start it. He's going to be greatly inspired by the French and American revolutions. They're going to gain power. In 1789, it's going to really start breaking out. By 1791, the white people don't want to be fighting with the black people, and they want their own part of the island. Today, what is the name of the two countries on the Haitian island? Camden.
The Dominican Republic.
Uh-huh. And Haiti. They're on the same island. It's because of 1781, all the white people didn't want to be with all the black people, so what did they do? They made their own country called the Dominican Republic. Guess who is going to trade with the Dominican Republic, which is a bunch of white people? America and France. They're victims. They're victims of these black people. So, today, Dominican Republic, are they one of the wealthiest countries in the Caribbean? Guess who's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere? Haiti. Why? Embargoes placed on them by Europe and supported by the Americas. So don't be disillusioned that their government's a hot mess and think it's a self-problem. They led revolutions that will inspire the rest of Latin America. That's pretty damn impressive. Can we agree? All right, anyway. So they're going to start doing it. The French, the Spanish, and the British are going to intervene. So Toussaint L'Ouverture. Okay? Toussaint L'Ouverture is going to be his name. L'Ouverture is his last name. Okay? He is your leader of your Haitian Revolution. He is a freed slave. He becomes free in 1776. He runs away. He's going to build an army on Santo Domingo. He's going to create a document of equality in 1801. In the middle of the night, Napoleon sends people to go pick him up. He gets picked up in 1802, brought back to France, and he's tortured for 2 years before he's actually mercilessly killed. Why would they torture the man for 2 years? Huh? No, I mean, it's a small island, but why would they torture him for 2 years? Why, Catherine? There you go. Because France has a lot of colonies, correct? Do they want all their colonies to go? No, so they're trying to scare them out. Eventually, Haiti's going to declare and maintain its independence in 1804. It's taken almost 30 years in order to get. So please keep that in mind. So it's going to take a very, very long time in order to get, but Haiti will have its independence. Are there going to be massive consequences that are affecting Haiti till 2018? Yes. But it is the first and most successful one. So the Haitian Revolution is going to inspire the Latin American one. So I would write Latin American revolutions, and that would be my big heading if I was you. When we talk about the Latin American society, we have only 30,000 peninsulars. You can raise your hand and tell me what peninsulars are. You better know this because this is a huge part. Kiara.
Is it like government leaders in South America?
Yeah, what color are they? They're white. Where are they born in? In Spain, typically. Because when we're talking about Latin America, what language do they speak in Latin America and South America? Spanish. So what colonial power are we talking about? Spain. So these peninsulars are from the peninsula of Spain. Absolutely. So they're a bunch of only 30,000 white people, 3.5 million Creoles, which means they're a mix, and 10 million complete mix other people. Who's completely outnumbered? White people or others? White people. So they see what's happening in Haiti and they're like, damn. We can do this. So, when they see their opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it. And they're going to see their opportunity with the invasion of Spain by Napoleon. Okay, the first Latin American Revolution, I would write number 1, is Mexico. Now, Mexico, in the next 120 years, are going to have 17 revolutions. What does that tell us about the government being implemented in Mexico? You can raise your hand and tell me what does that mean. Camden.
Not very good.
Not very good. Why isn't it very good?
They kept on revolting and didn't work.
Okay, kept on revolting, didn't work. Do you think it reflects the will of the people? No. Hence why it's going to keep failing. The United States only had one revolution. Can we agree? We had some problems. We had some revolts, but they were put down by the government. So technically, we have one revolution. Mexico's going to have 17. Okay, so Napoleon is going to invade Spain. That gives Mexico the green light to invade because Spain's clearly occupied. So what we're going to see is Priest Miguel de Hidalgo is going to start the revolution. Okay, he's executed, but the revolution continues. Then we're going to have Agustin de Iturbide. He's going to declare independence in 1821 from Spain. He's the guy that actually seals the deal. Okay, but both of those names are important. Both of those names you're going to see on the test tomorrow. You need to be putting people to countries because it's going to get real confusing real quick because I got like 6 names to go here. So, Augustin Durtab is going to take power in 1821. Don't worry, in 1823 he's going to be removed from power and disposed, which means they execute him because he's a terrible leader, and he declares himself emperor. Do you think the Spanish, do you think the colonists got rid of the Spanish to have an emperor? No, no one wants that. So what is going to happen, it is going to inspire other Latin American revolutions to occur. So, to the boards. Let's go, because it's about to get real confusing here in a second. We might as well make sure we know what we know. Camden.
Did Turbad replace Hidalgo?
Yes, Hidalgo died. He was replaced by Del Toro.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. On your whiteboard, please tell me who's the leader of the Haitian Revolution. Who is the leader of the Haitian Revolution? Good. Jackson. L'Ouverture. On your whiteboard. The Haitian Revolution has two names. What do we call it? What is the other name of the Haitian Revolution? Good. What are they? Benji. Santo Domingo. On your whiteboard, please tell me, who's the colonial power involved in Haiti? Good. Come on, come on, come on. Who is it? Allie. France. What gives Haiti the opportunity to rebel? What gives Haiti the opportunity to rebel? Which will also give Mexico, which will also give all these other countries. What is it? Kira. Napoleonic Wars. Please know that all this is happening at the same time, and you better be writing on the board and showing me the answers. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first gentleman to lead the Mexican Revolution? He's going to get executed, but he sure did try. He really did believe in himself. Who is it, Evelyn? There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me who is going to pick up his cause and eventually defeat the Spanish in 1821. But don't worry, he's going to be removed from power in 1823 because he's terrible. Who is it, Kayla? Sounds good to me. On your whiteboard, please tell me. Okay, let's go. We got things to do. Okay, so what's going to happen is all these other countries are going to start rebelling. So we're going to have what we call the Central American Federation. That is Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. These countries are going to create a federation, also known as what vocab term you had today? The Grand Colombia, which is a very big deal. All of this is going to be started by a guy named Simon Bolivar. Simon Bolivar is a very, very, very big deal. First of all, you need to know that he's a complete fangirl of George Washington. He was obsessed with him and had a portrait of him that he carried around all of Latin America and South America. He loved him. He wrote letters to Washington, and after he started becoming a big deal after liberating Venezuela, he's eventually going to liberate a total of 18 countries, which is super cool. Remember, our boy George only liberated one. How lazy. Just kidding. But my boy Simon over here is going to liberate 18, which is pretty cool. So Simon Bolivar is originally going to liberate Venezuela. You need to know that. Okay? He's originally going to do that, and he figures out he's got a knack for this. He's like, hey, I'm pretty good at this. Why don't I help eradicate more of the Spanish? Because everyone in Latin America and South America hate the Spanish. What up?
Nothing, I love this part.
Oh, I do too.
That's why they call him El Libertador.
Okay, I can't speak like that. You know that.
It's just the liberator.
Oh, I know, but I can't speak English.
Way sexier than Lisa.
Thank you, Ren. Unimportant. Jesus. All right. So anyway, he comes and he starts conquering all this territory. Okay. He rebels against the Spanish, and he is going to lead the liberation of 18 countries. Okay. However, I think we can all agree that he's the #1 enemy of Spain. Correct?
Yeah.
So he has to go into hiding. He doesn't sleep in the same house more than one night in a row. So he inspires people like Jose de San Martin, who's going to liberate Argentina, and Bernardo O'Higgins. Where's O'Higgins' dad from? O'Higgins? Ireland. Thank you very much. Yes, there's no people from South America named O'Higgins. Naturally, jeez. Anyway, so he's going to form alliances with these people. They're going to eventually leave. He is the reason why the Spanish are entirely kicked out of South America by 1825. Damn, what a guy. Can we just agree? What a guy. Now, he knows that all of these countries that have thrown out the Spanish for the first time in 1825, they don't really stand a chance unless they unify. This is when he comes up with the idea of the Central American Federation, also known as the Grand Colombia. He thinks that if all of these countries work together, then they trade with each other, they have open borders with each other, they kind of work like the 13 colonies here in the United States, that they're going to survive. Okay? So this is his big grand plan, and it catches on for a little bit. Okay? However, it's going to fail. And it does fail. Now, by the way, you need to know that the original Grand Colombian and the Central American Federation are Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua. That's for sure. It's going to fail. He is so brokenhearted. This man who liberated Latin and South America from the Spanish, saved hundreds of millions of lives from enslavement from the Spanish. He literally is brokenhearted after the fact that they won't unify and create the Grand Colombian and the Federal Exchange. That he, as soon as it fails, he just kind of marches off into the jungle, dies of tuberculosis, and dies of sadness. And his lungs are collapsing and bleeding, and he's just going to die a really terrible, painful death of tuberculosis. But, I mean, he's sad, too. Jackson. Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Okay? All of that is done by my boy, Simon Bolivar. So is he a big name? Should you know it? Bolivia is named after him. All of those countries in South America and Latin America have a major statue of Simon Bolivar outside their Capitol buildings. Fun fact. What do you got?
So the Central American Federation came first. And that's
It's the same thing.
Oh,
It's the same damn thing. All right, here we go. On your whiteboard. Let's do it. On your whiteboard, please tell me. Simon Bolivar liberated what country first? Then he was like, huh, damn, I'm good at this. What country to liberate first? Timmy. Venezuela. On your whiteboard. My boy O'Higgins liberated what country first? Which makes no sense because his name's O'Higgins. He didn't liberate Ireland, that's for damn sure. They're still in prison. What is it, Abby? Chile. On your whiteboard, what's the name of the dude who liberated Argentina? Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. We're about 40 years away from that, which is great because I sing this song the whole week. You're welcome, and make you listen to Madonna. So, enjoy. Tanner, who is it?
Jose de San Juan.
Perfect. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what are the 4 Central American Federation / Grand Colombian members? Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through the wild day, my sister. Who are they? Allie.
Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua.
There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is. Please put the following revolutions in order: Mexico, Haitian, Venezuela, American. Oh, God. You forgot Venezuela. You should have 5 on your board.
Wait,
It's
wait.
like 4.
You said
Wait,
4.
you said 4.
You said 4.
Fine, 4. Throw France should be in there.
Yes,
You didn't say
Yeah,
it.
Put France in there, damn it.
Oh.
Draw an arrow! It's a whiteboard you're going to erase in 2 seconds. It doesn't need to be perfect. Good. What are they? Gabby. Boom. There you go. All right, here we go. So, Brazil is going to get their independence due to the Napoleonic Wars. So I think we can agree Napoleonic Wars are absolutely awful for who? Let's deal with continents. What continent is the Napoleonic? Yes, because Napoleonic Wars are going to take away borders from European countries in Europe. They're also going to lose a ton of colonies because they're so distracted by it. Brazil is going to lose its Portugal is going to lose its most important colony. Okay, we're going to see that. That's all you need to know about it. Latin America, everything goes. It's fine. Here's a nice cheat sheet of all your names and all of your countries. Okay, if you want it. 5, 4. I'm not going to leave it up here the whole damn time. Well, if I'm going to be in the photo, I might as well. Okay. Alright, so here we go. These are big ideas that are happening in this time period. So, first of all, conservatives start during this time period. Okay, what you really need to know about them is they don't like revolutions. By the way, Kiara, this is kind of what you're talking about in the back of your focus. Okay, they don't like revolutions and they favored a slow evolution of society, which means the wealthy are in power. Eventually, the wealthy will slowly fall out of power. Okay, good for who? Wealthy, bad for poor people, normal people like you and I. Liberals. Okay, what you need to know about liberals, they view conservatives as defenders of illegitimate status quo or the protector of traditional morals and stuff like that. They also believe that they wanted to manage and not stifle social change. They like the revolutions to a degree. They were more positive about revolutions. I think we can all agree no one would want the French Revolution to happen right now. Can we agree here in the United States? That'd be terrible. However, they do understand why they are happening and they kind of get it. The biggest name that you need to know is my boy, John Stuart Mill. This man is a legend and well before his time. First and foremost, he believed in universal suffrage. Ha! Who can tell, raise their hand and tell me what suffrage is? What is it? Garrett.
The right to vote.
Right to vote. He believed everyone should have the right to vote. That includes who, Garrett? Women! Women! He believed women should have equal rights to a man. He's only about 100 years early. That's insane. He believed women shouldn't be treated as property. Guess what? Get shot down. No one really listens to him. Because why wouldn't women be? He also believed that the higher taxation for higher income people. So the more money you make, the more taxes you should pay. By the way, we're fighting this issue here in 2018. They lost. Well, the people lost. Wealthier people are now paying lower taxes. So we're still arguing this point. And then rights to women. Equal rights. This man is a legend, by the way. No one listens to him. He's seen as a complete lunatic and a radical. You know, why would women want to be not property, right? Another major thing that happens is the end of the slave trade. Slave trade. Slave trade. What continues to exist and where the slaves land?
Slavery.
Slavery continues to exist. Slave trade ends, which means we're no longer importing slaves. But if you have slaves and those slaves happen to make babies, guess what you have now? More slaves. Yes, it's great. It's great. Okay? England is the first one to do it by a guy named William Wilberforce. He's the first person to get Parliament to pass anti-slavery. Okay, and it happens in 1807. England is going to be leading the road on anti-slavery. They stopped the slave trade in 1807. 1867 is when England officially forbade slavery anywhere. The United States, of course, is going... Does anyone know what year the American Civil War begins?
1864.
No.
1760.
1760, so before the American Revolution, huh?
1840. 18.
What the hell have you people learned
Nothing.
in previous classes? The American Civil War starts in 1861 and ends in 1865. At the end of the day, most wars ended 4 years.
I was close.
1861. So the United States is right in the middle of it. The big problem right now is 1807 is that American slavery is actually on the decline. It would have essentially bottomed out and slavery would have naturally ended in about the 1840s without a problem, except for one invention. And what is this invention? The cotton gin. The cotton gin is why American slavery starts booming again, and that's why we have to go to war to end the American Civil War. Yes?
You know why it's called a gin?
No.
Short for engine. Cotton engine.
Are you eating my Tic Tacs?
Singular, Tic Tac.
You eat one of them at a time?
One on mine.
But you still help yourself.
A cool little cotton engine. Cotton gin.
I didn't know
That's
that.
the only thing I remember from high school.
There we go. Please enjoy. Drink that in. All right, here we go. So the institution of slavery, eventually it's going to be, all you need to know eventually, 1807 is going to start with this first bill of anti-slavery. It doesn't end until 1888 around the world. But do we have a slavery issue here in the world today? Yes! We've got sex slaves. Yes, we don't call them sex slaves, we call them what? Human trafficking. Guess what that is, friend? Slavery. Yeah, you take people from one place and force them to do slave work in other places. It's not always sex working. It usually is. But it also can be house cleaning. And China has a major problem with this. What? The United States has a huge problem with this, by the way, as well. What?
Didn't Liam Neeson take down that organization?
Oh my God, I think he did. He at least dismantled the one in
So we don't
France.
have to worry about it anymore.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You're probably completely right. And maybe just in Paris. Other places, it may be an issue, though. All right, enlightenment ideas. First of all, you need to know that women's rights are going to be championed by Mary Estelle, Mary Wollstonecraft. Okay, and who is the first woman to push for women's rights here in the United States? No, she comes after. Elizabeth Cady Stanton.
So, no Estelle Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to know Mary Estelle, Mary Wollstonecraft, and my girl Elizabeth Cady Stanton are all pushing for women's rights. Does it go well for them?
No.
No, it takes about another 100 years. It's fine. We like waiting, right, ladies? Elizabeth Cady Stanton, which is going to be right here. Okay, so when we talk about women, you need to know that women are playing huge roles in the American Revolution, the French Revolution, the Haitian Revolution. We're playing equal roles here. We're just not getting any damn rights. When we talk about abolition of slavery here in the United States, guess who's championing that cause? Women. Women are the ones leading the movement. The women's rights movement, which is really going to surge at the beginning of the 1900s and eventually get victory in 1920 here in the United States, is going to say that the reason why they should have gotten their rights with the abolition of slavery and the rights of black men to vote, that was our failure, and we should have done it then. It's a huge issue because women are the ones who are changing and leading all the social causes. The end of slavery, the women's right to vote, and all these other major things are going to be coming through. So, nationalism is going to start. Okay, nationalism, write down this definition. We're going to use it all. Period 5. Nationalism is a deep devotion to one's country. Nationalism is a deep devotion to one's country and culture. Willing to fight to the death to protect it. Now, nationalism sounds like a good thing. Can we all agree? Hello? However, it will eventually spiral out of control. I think we can all agree that when people don't agree with us, it's annoying, correct? However, when we don't agree with people, right, Jackson, you better put that phone away right now, that's for damn sure, we don't want to kill them, correct? So if someone says something crappy about the United States, do you go over there and slit their throats? No, even though you want to, right? Okay, if you go over and kill the guy, that's nationalism. Being a patriot says, screw you, America rules, walking away. No, you don't do that either? Okay, awesome. Never mind then. Okay, so we're going to have a bunch of nationalistic movements. There's 2 big ones you need to know. The unification of Germany. Unification of Germany is done by Otto von Bismarck. I'll put it on the next page where you can see. Okay, so you're going to have Otto von Bismarck. I'm kind of skipping around because I got to cover a couple things. Okay, he's going to unify Germany. So before the unification of Germany, there was a bunch of German countries that had their own names. Like, for instance, Black Forest. Have you ever heard of that? It's a region in Germany. It used to be its own country until the unification of Germany. Does that make sense? What's another region of Germany? Huh? Austria is a little bit different. It's its own little country, but yeah. Huh? Bavaria. That's the one I couldn't think of it. Bavaria is another region of Germany that used to be its own country until Otto von Bismarck unified it using the quote, iron and blood. You should probably write that down. Okay? Do you think this was a peaceful thing or an aggressive thing? Aggressive. This will eventually lead to World War I. So does this have big impacts? Absolutely. Otto von Bismarck is very good at unifying countries. He ends up trying to take too much territory. Eventually it will spawn out of control. Then we have an execution. And then it spirals out of control again. Then the whole world's going to war. Then the United States comes in and saves everyone. It's fine. What?
What'd you say? Who said the blood and
Otto von Bismarck. Then you have Count Camillo Cavour and the unification of Italy. A unification of Italy is done by Count Camillo Cavour and Giuseppe Garibaldi. These two are going to unify Italy. The different regions of Italy, like Tuscany, Verona, all of those different regions are all going to be unified for the first time under Count Camillo Cavour and Giuseppe Garibaldi. They're going to be unified. This is also going to cause World War I because the Italians are just shady. These same problems are also going to cause World War II because we don't solve any of our problems in World War I. We just make them worse in World War I, which we're going to find out in about 5 weeks. And then we're going from there. Cool. That's all the big stuff. Oh, no, that's fake news. Okay, another major theory is a thing called Zionism. Does anyone know what Zionism is? What do you got, Will?
Isn't it like the belief that Jews should have their own land in Palestine?
Yeah, it's going to start back in the early 1800s. Isn't that crazy? So, Zionism is going to become incredibly popular because of anti-Semitism. Remember, Jews have been discriminated against since period 1. Can we agree? Hello? So, this is period 5. Do you think things are better or worse? Worse. It gets really worse in period 6, right, with the Holocaust? Yeah? So keep that in mind. That's coming. So a guy named Thomas Herzl of Austria is going to come up with this whole thing called Zionism, or the belief that Will just said, that Jews should have a homeland in Palestine. Why is this cool? Henry? Well, they don't have a homeland then, but what do they have now? They have Israel today, which is carved out of what country? Palestine, which is not going well, by the way. Things are not going well over there, especially since Trump decided to name Jerusalem the capital. Chaos. Anyway, another cool thing about Zionism, this past weekend, a bunch of Orthodox Jews in Israel were protesting Israel, saying that it's caused more problems than not, and they should collapse Israel. Isn't that crazy? Like, these are real-life things that are happening. So it's pretty cool. Congress of Vienna, I do want you to write down. The Congress of Vienna is going to be in Europe post-Napoleon. This creates multinational empires and the separation of Napoleon's empire. Creates state sovereignty.
Can you say that again?
State sovereignty. Post-Napoleon. It's a bee. We're not going to kill the bee because they're going extinct and we need them to pollinate so we can continue eating food or we're all going to die of starvation on the planet.
Wait, they're actually coming.
Yeah.
Yes. What's the problem? Save the bees.
They're dying and we don't know why they're dying.
Isn't it if they sting like the person they die though?
Yeah. But no, they're dying at a much faster rate than people are reporting being stung by them. The thing is they pollinate like 90% of the world's plants. So if you want a get-rich-quick scheme, by the way, bees. There are people who travel around around the country with bees in like a big truck, and farmers are paying them to park their truck, open up the gates of their truck, and the bees go in there and pollinate their field because food isn't growing because there's not enough bees to pollinate. It's fine. We're all gonna starve to death and die. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm
We're
fine.
We'll probably be like dead by then.
Yeah, but your grandkids.
That's their problem. Yeah.
Wait, did you say Spain?
Yeah.
What about Adam Smith?
Adam Smith is all about capitalism, wealth of nation, laissez-faire, let it be, keep government out of economy.
So yeah, eventually we'll be able to just like click on food be like generated.
Ew.
Let's move to Mars. And then populate Mars. And then Mars is done. Yeah, I go to Mars.
To the boards. How much time do I have? On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is Otto von Bismarck's quote for the unification of Germany? By the way, I killed it today, by the way. You see how much content I crushed? You're welcome. What is it, Kayla? Iron and blood on your whiteboard. Otto von Bismarck is going to unify what country? I need to be productive today, and I don't want to be productive today.
You work?
I do have to work tonight.
Where are you working?
Somewhere that I don't want to go tonight. What is it, Trey? Germany. Count Camillo Cavour and Giuseppe something. Garibaldi, there you go, are going to unify what country, Tanner? Italy. What man?
Wait, what were you gonna ask?
What man is the most extreme leftist person who believes in universal suffrage, major taxation? Yep, John Mill Stewart. John Stuart Mill, just kidding.
John Locke.
Trey. Yeah. You know what?